On Two Wheels this week, we look back to a weekend in May when over 80,000 bikers of all shapes and sizes from not just the UK but across Europe converged on Peterborough, the venue for this year's 40th anniversary BMF Show.
And that's exactly where I am. In fact, I'm just in the bike park and there are absolutely hundreds of them. Not just thousands, flaming hundreds of thousands. And there's hardly any people to be seen. And the reason for that is because they're all over there, actually in the show.
And whatever takes your biking fancy, you're virtually guaranteed to find it here. But after a long ride, just to get here, you don't want to be lugging your helmets and bag around all day. So just pop over to the biggest helmet park you've ever seen, and for a small fee, you can store them securely until you're ready to leave. If you spent years searching for that hard-to-find part, then there's a good chance you'll locate it somewhere on the enormous auto jumble. Everything from nuts and bolts to body panels, even complete bikes were on sale. And as well as the major manufacturers and dealers, there was the usual display of owners' clubs from around the country, many of them with some rather nice-looking examples, including these two Yamaha RDs, which look like they'd just stepped straight off the production line. Not to mention an LC-powered drag bike. But it wasn't just the two-wheelers which were attracting all the attention. Well, you'll know that recently Wayne and I have developed a bit of a liking for trikes, the old three-wheelers. Good fun. Wayne likes them in particular because he can't fall off them. Not quite as easy anyway. So here's another trike, VMAX engine trike, two wheels at the back, one wheel at the front. Nothing very special there, it's how you would expect it to look. But if you want to see a very special VMAX trike, come this way. Now, as if a VMAX didn't look different enough, how about this for a different kind of trike? This is the V2. Very, very special. And what I like about it is it still looks like a bike. All this bodywork looks like it was meant to be there. It's not just been stuck on the front. It's a bog standard VMAX underneath, 1200cc motor, no engineering modifications to the engine. All the clever stuff's down here at the front, but it is beautiful. Big cast alloy Oz racing wheels, billet 6-pot calipers on each wheel. I believe it stops a treat. The man who's done this has brought it to the show and he's got it here on the VMAX Owners Club stand to gauge the interest, to see if it's worth putting it into production. And I think it's probably the most photographed machine here at the show. And if you want one, if it does go into production properly, it'll cost you 16 grand.
16,000 quid, well I can't afford that with what I get paid, I can tell you. And talking about 1600 cc's this, a V-twin Yamaha, about as big as you can get. And I can tell you size really does matter. This is a conventional style of trike, you can see, done by the trike shop, and it's on display here at the 100% Biker magazine stand. And this attractive young lady on the back here happens to be one of the models who's been in the magazine. So there's two beautiful things on this bike magazine stand. That's me and Lamara here on the back.
Now look at this, a tricked up R6 like you've never seen a tricked up R6 before. It's got these big things sticking out the side. They're not actually stabilisers for Wayne, although they do look a bit like that. This is a slide machine. I haven't got a clue how it works, but Matthew Hartley knows how it works. So Matthew, what's going on here?
What's going on is that these outriggers, as we prefer to call them, catch you when you high side, in short and sweet.
So they basically stop you crashing. Is that it? Because it leans over a long way, is it? It's not just to stop you high side, surely.
They do stop you high siding, but it gives you confidence when you're cornering as well. Because we use this machine in two modes. One is a lean machine, where an instructor stands in the middle and you ride around as a student around in circles. Yeah. Instructor talks to you on a one-way intercom and tells you how to change your body position so you're comfortable on the bike. Right. And if you've got problems with turning right or left, you can go around clockwise or anti-clockwise so you can sort out your body position and get relaxed on the bike.
Superb. Yeah, they say, don't they, that most people go round one way better than the other, don't they?
Some people do go round one way better than the other, yeah.
Right.
And then the other way we use it is as a slide machine, where the instructor, again on the one-way intercom, gets you to lose grip on the back wheel by accelerating, put lots of throttle on early in the turn. Yeah. The back wheel loses grip, and what most people do is they close the throttle, back wheel grips, and they've got pinged off over to the high side. Yeah. The outriggers save that with those hydraulics that you've just seen. All right. And what the instructor will do is he'll talk to you and tell you to hold the throttle and pick the bike up at the same time.
And you'll say, yeah, of course I will. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
I would like
it's one-way intercom, so you can't hear the student talking to you.
Just as well, really. 2 wheels or not 2 wheels.
As always at these rallies and things, people do like to have a little tipple, and some just a little more than others. I mean, look at him, can't stand up straight. See you later, Paul. Now, I'm always preaching that you should be protected when riding your motorcycle, and leather is definitely a good thing to wear when you're having a ride. Oh, Mrs. A, it'd be rude not to. Now, this is a little bit different. Different on 2 counts. First of all, usually at these shows, you end up buying clearance lines. Fair enough, and you can buy a bargain. But the different thing with this is, these are brand new, never been seen before because they're launched here at the show. Nice bit of kit they are indeed, a lovely exhaust silencer unit to go on the back of your bike. We've got them in the old aluminium and we start at 145 quid, and the titanium ones are just less than £300. And you can see from the bit on the end there that they are a little bit different than the usual lasers, microns and all the other brands, because they usually have a little spout. This has got like a cone effect on the bottom. Nice product from a strange name, but interesting, Hytera.
Now, this is one of the highlights of the arena here at the BMF Show, something you've probably seen before, certainly if you've been here, the Moped Mayhem. It's a moped race. It goes for about an hour and a half, and somehow somebody keeps track of who does how many laps and somebody wins in the end. One of the best things about this is the names of the teams. We've got Team Midlife Crisis, the 3 Cycle Paths, and all sorts of other zany names. They're all completely mad. In fact, many of the team names were not actually fit for transmission on a family show such as this. And so after the red flag went down, it was a mad dash to the machines. Certainly I don't ever remember C50s, monkey bikes and Yamaha FS1Es going quite as fast as this. The fun really started as the riders began to negotiate the chicanes, which were formed by huge tractor tyres on the track. There is a massive element of fun in a race like this, but these riders were certainly taking things very seriously indeed, even down to wearing full race leathers, knee sliders and tear-off strips on their goggles. And when all the action on the speedway track had come to an end, it was over to the stunt team.
Do you know, it's amazing what people will do just to get a lift here at the BMF, eh? The fact is, this is a stunt team, and this is the centre grass area in the middle of the speedway circuit, and that's where all the stunts occur. Now, this bunch are called Over the Top Stunt Team, and they do go over the top every now and again, and there's another guy doing his bit called Matt Coulter. He's called the Kangaroo Kid. Oh, obviously, I could have got a ride then, but I was busy talking to you.
After a hard day in the arena, it's time for a party. You know, there's a funny smell of petrol around here. I think somebody's burning something somewhere.
What's this for? Well, obviously, there's a fire.
You know, when I came to the BMF Show about 4 years ago now, there was a gang of lads from Yarmouth called Pants Motorcycle Club who gave me a really, really hard time. I've just bumped into them again, and they've not changed. They're all still daft as brushes. Look at this.
We wear pants. Pants.
Team pants. Is it a ritual thing? These pants. I mean,
we wear pants.
Fine. Right. I mean, why do you wear pants?
Top quality. Because our tackle will be hanging out. Otherwise, be worn.
Because somebody said it's because you've got somewhere to keep your ale.
Oh yeah, you keep your ale in it.
Look at that! It's that fantastic.
Put a spare one in it.
Brilliant. Well, so what's been the highlights of your last 4 years then since we met? Have any?
Wearing pants.
Having 10 seconds worth on Men and Motors.
Am I going to get any sense out of this? I don't think so. You're having a great time.
I was on the radio.
You've been on the radio?
Yeah, we're on the radio.
We're world famous, yeah.
Well, it wouldn't really come across on radio much, would it? I mean,
it does, yeah.
You're surprised.
Especially the conversation about the very vicious riptide at Potterheim Bridge. That was a highlight of last year's conversation on the radio.
I'm sure it was. I don't understand any of that, but I'm sure it means something.
Where you all from, fellas, please, and madam?
North West London, Hertfordshire.
Oh, that's Southerners. We don't normally allow Southerners on our programme, but all right, all right, yeah. Is it God's country?
Indeed.
You'd have to clarify this. Why is it God's country then? Because all the best people come up from up north, you know.
What's that for? Whippet racing and
Leave it, leave it.
Yeah, I can smell that, mate.
Leave it. I don't like this job. I hate this flaming
bet you
job.
do.
I've got to work with you lads here. So your passion for this BMF rally, come on, tell me, how
It's
many
great.
years have you been coming
Well,
here
it's
then?
the second year we've been up here camping, and it's great. I mean, so many people. I mean, bikers do get a bad name and all that. You come up here, bit of drunkenness, but there's no aggravation, no thieving. It's fantastic. Everybody's here for a good
You know what's
time.
amazing is, the amazing thing is, there's going to be 100,000 people and maybe 3 policemen.
Yeah.
And they're bored.
They're left
I know you won't use this, but we are police officers.
Are you really?
Yeah.
We will use this now. We weren't going to do, but we are now. And you should be on duty.
No.
You're 3 police officers, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's it. You should have. Yeah, and you're on duty, and you should have your orange jackets on.
Ah, the smell of the barbie and the smell of toasted grass. This is what they're having for supper, this lot. Look, they've been setting the place on fire. Where are you from, all you people?
Northern Ireland originally.
Right.
St Albans now.
Oh, St Albans. And are you all that sort of area? Yeah?
Ilford? No, Stevenage.
Stevenage, Ilford, all over the place. Right, are you regulars then? Is this a regular event, BMF Show?
Yeah, every year.
Every year? Every year. Why? Why every year? What's so fantastic about it?
Well, the BMF organise it and we come along. Right. It's a great opportunity to get together, see each other,
Right.
and have a barbecue and burn the grass.
Exactly, you're doing that. In the rain as well. We don't care about the rain. This is a fantastic gazebo, but this is the best erection I've seen all weekend. Can I just say that? You said to me, originally Northern Ireland, but you said this is your first BMF show?
Yeah.
Right, so what do you think then?
Ah, wonderful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really good. What?
Yeah.
Cheap gear? Loads of booze?
Just bungee, the bungee.
You've not been on the bungee, have
Oh,
you?
we have, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah,
You've been in
yeah.
that thing that shoots you up that
Yeah,
cake,
yeah,
have
yeah. We've done a tandem.
you? It looks a bit...
Looks a bit... Johnny been on the bungee.
He was 6'7" when he came here this morning, actually. Right, well, God bless you. Keep burning the grass and
Say hello to Tina.
say hello to what? Tina. Tina. Go and say hello,
Hello,
to Tina.
Tina.
Hello, Tina. Who's Tina?
Oh, you don't want to know.
All right. Fair enough. I'll leave it on that note, eh?
Shouldn't be here, you know. This is the Marshal's hut. This is privileged to be even stood in this vicinity. Mick here. Oh, come on here, cop. This is a man who likes. Good job it's colour television, isn't it? Really. For those who are watching in black and white, it's pink, yellow, purple, and everything, isn't it? You're a very colourful character. I know you've obviously been here for many a year, haven't you? How
Well-
many years have you been doing this, Mick?
About this is 11th, I think.
11th.
Yeah.
By it. And I also know something else that a lot of guys out there don't know is, in actual fact, this is you do your thing for freebies.
That's right. Well, we're here all weekend. We get food.
Oh, well done.
We'll get to chat to
Yeah,
everybody.
bag of
We'll
chips.
enjoy ourselves.
You're
Yeah.
drinking your hand there, yeah.
Yeah.
So is it because you just want to put a bit back into the old biking scene?
It's just because we enjoy meeting the bikers. We just love doing it. We like the crack. We like the confrontation sometimes, and just that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like it, yeah.
You have a bit of trouble or not?
Well, I've minor trouble.
Yeah.
Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing major.
I didn't think you were going to tell me you did, really,
No,
because
no.
it never seemed to see it in any of these sort of events or anything
That's
like
right,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So you'll be here forever and a day, will you?
Well, I hope so, yeah.
Yeah,
As
good.
long as I can, yeah.
Well, we need volunteers like you. I think it's a great thing.
Yeah.
But you haven't got your official bib on. Is that because everybody already knows you?
Yes, yeah.
Ah,
They know
see.
the hat. I mean, they have been wearing the hat for a lot of years as well.
It looks like it and all, actually. Who's the lady on the top there?
Oh, it's a friend of my daughter's, that
Is
is,
that right?
Denise, yeah.
Yeah. So there we are. We have it. All this information has come from Mick, the Marshal. Now I've gone and left Paul outside, where it is, I must admit, a little miserable. It's raining. He's amongst all the guys in the tents and everything. I'm sure he's enjoying himself, but this is a little different. This is where all the exhibitors come. We've got thousands of people sat down, they're having a meal, they've got a band playing, and they're obviously having a few beers, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, have a beer.
Now, why doesn't that statement surprise me? Well, join us after the break to see if Wayne has sobered up and for even more from this year's BMF show. day 2 of this year's show, and the happy campers awoke to the most torrential downpour. But it takes more than a drop of rain to dampen the spirits of over 80,000 visitors at this year's events. Maybe because most of them seem to have brought their own beer with them. Now here's a familiar face. You always meet old friends at the BMF Show.
Less of the old Paul.
But
we've done that before, haven't we?
Yeah, you're here in your capacity as an organising person.
I am. Cheerful organising person. Yeah, look at the lovely weather.
What's happened to this weather?
I know he's 4 then. We shouldn't do that, but it's pretty naff, isn't it? I mean, we had a great day yesterday, as you know, sun out, plenty of people here. Record crowd for a Saturday for us, over 32,000 people, but today, a bit iffy.
Well, people don't like leaving home in the rain, do they? And it's raining everywhere, isn't it?
No, that's the big problem. When I saw the weather forecast this morning, 6:30. Did you know that time exists? It was 6:30 this morning.
I've heard of it before, yeah. Not seen it very often.
No, it was bad everywhere, and so we're going to expect it. But I think it's brightening up a touch, and we've got a fair crowd, but you just can't control it, can you? The weather's the weather, and that's it. So.
Exactly.
And because it makes things a bit more spectacular out there in the arena, certainly the flat trackers when they're going round, and the sidecars, you've seen them spraying mud everywhere. Yeah. So it's got its own side to it. Because sales of waterproofs, they're going to go up, and umbrellas and all the rest of it.
And you've got a full grandstand all day because there's so many places people can keep.
That's true, and so the bars do well in the hot dog stalls, but no, you know, it's just one of those things, and it's one of those cycles that we get into.
Do you know, I don't think theft's a problem at this show. But I can see someone's nicked a letter off that sign there. What somebody would want a B for, I really don't know.
Now, if you come to a big show like this, you've got the age-old problem, haven't you, of bike security. People don't like coming to shows and leaving the bikes in a field because you think it might not be there when you return. Well, let me tell you, here they've got the job absolutely sorted out. They've got these big security towers like this one here, situated in the bike park. And they've got people like Brian over there with his binoculars scouting across the bike park all the time. He's got security guards out there, he's in radio contact with them. And I'll tell you how good they are. Half an hour ago, I was lay on the grass in the bike park, waiting for Wayne actually, minding my own business, enjoying the sun. Within 3 or 4 minutes, I was surrounded by 3 security guards who wanted to know what I was doing because Brian had clocked me through his binoculars. So there you go. If you're thinking of coming here next year, do so. Come on your bike, leave it here in the car park. You're guaranteed it'll still be there when you return. Now, if you've got a BMW or a Guzzi, these are the people to see. Motorworks from Huddersfield, everything, look at this, look, everything you could possibly require for your BMW. And they're all here, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. But you should have seen this lot last night, especially that one over there, Nord. Fred Astaire there. Do you want to see what he looked like last night? Have a look at this. See that? Wasn't that very, very embarrassing? They're all run off now, very embarrassed. But they assure me that there's no hangovers and they're all bright-eyed and glad to be here today, honestly.
Excuse me, mate. Do you sell gloves? Can't get anything out of this.
And now, from Norwich, it's the quiz of the week.
You're welcome to a beer.
In order.
All of you.
Yeah.
All the
We
8
don't
of you.
drink. We don't drink and we don't drink and work at the same time. You were making a lot of noise in that tent. I didn't know what's going on. What were you up to then? Put your makeup on. There's the things we'll do just to get on television, get the makeup and everything else. There is plenty of entertainment here at this show, there's no question about it. I mean, look at that lot over there, everyone's having a whale of a time looking at them barmy twits on mopeds flying around that speedway circuit. Over here we've got this flipping tented village full of all sorts of things in the marquee. People selling every sort of accessory you can think of. An inflatable village further over there for the kids to entertain themselves on the bouncy castles and things. Wall of Fear. Oh, you know, no, not I've been there, got the t-shirt, I don't want to do that again. And that's not the only thing. People have brought their bikes to sell, yeah, and to show. People have brought like car boot sale type stuff that they're selling there in the marquees further over the back there. But not only that, there is every major manufacturer here. We've got Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Triumph. Everybody has come to show new bikes off. It's probably the biggest showroom in the world, there's no doubt about it. So there is something for everyone to do, including Paul. We found him a little job to entertain him with.
That's all from this year's show for this week. But on Two Wheels next week, what was for many people the highlight of this year's event? Matt Coulter, the Kangaroo Kid.
G'day mate, how you going?